got some new faces now, some young kids running around. What's the vibe been like so far?
Man, it's been a great vibe. We're getting better every day. Japan, it was a good experience, being down there with the team and, getting our feet wet and, playing against other people instead of, ourselves with the scrimmages and stuff like that. So it was good. And, only getting better from here.
We talked to you on Media Day and you were saying that, you had a good summer. How was your, I don't want to say life changed, but in a sense, when you win a championship, it can be life changing. How is your life different?
Essentially it's the same thing. Same routine, same people in my life. But it's just, I'm a champion now. That's the only thing that has, changed. Other than that, season has started now, back at it again. The same mindset, the same goals. Yeah.
So when you get your ring, do you know what you're going to do with it? I mean, you're going to wear it, you're going to put it away. What's your plan for your ring?
Man, I don't know. I'm not sure.
I know you thought about it, man. Come on.
I've definitely thought about it. I'm just excited for the day, I don't know how I'm going to feel or what I'm going to do with it, but it'll be interesting.
Last thing I wanted to ask you was, you guys on this team have a bunch of guys that played, a bunch of guys on this team that whose dads played in the league or in some way are affiliated with basketball, whether it's Steph and Clay. And for you, how much would you be here, I guess, if your dad wasn't a basketball player? Do you think you'd still be in the situation you're in now playing in the NBA?
Yeah, I love basketball. I love basketball. I think I would still be here. I think I'd find a way here, but have my father in my life and having him, help teach me the game of basketball and introduce me to the game of basketball, made it easier on me. And he helped me on this path, words can't describe how much he helped me. So.
And even so, you guys like Jordan, whose dad's a coach, Patrick Baldwin, his dad's. Can you see that in guys that, came from basketball from an early age?
Yeah, they got a basketball mindset, high IQ players, players that just have a knack for the game.
Andrew, who out of the young guys have impressed you so far this camp?
So far, I would say Moses. Moses, I feel like he made a big stride. He was looking good in Japan. Defensively, he's locking in, taking on that task, taking it seriously. And offensively, he's making all the good reads, good plays, shooting the ball well. So, he's looking really good.
Is that do you attribute that growth from what he's done this offseason, or do you think that's just having a season under his belt and just being more confident heading into this camp?
I'll say all of the above. Having a season, having experienced that, and the work he put in this offseason. He's a hard worker. He wants to get better. He's coachable. So he's only going to get better and better.
Kevon Looney said the other day that there's a lot more sports science involved in training camp. What's sort of been the difference between with that compared to when you first started out in terms of sports science?
When I first got in the league, you didn't really see any of that. And now they got all these little gadgets and stuff that you wear, and they track a bunch of stuff. So it's definitely really different.
Andrew, we hear about Clay being like this kind of chill figure, right? A guy who kind of does his own thing. But is Clay deeper than people think behind the scenes?
I don't know. I feel like only Clay knows that answer.
Does he say things or, to make you think? Is he in there saying old sayings or what?
He's very sarcastic. He's very sarcastic. But I feel like only Clay knows the real Clay.
That's deep right there, though.
does not having Clay available to, Steve said that he participated in practice today, but like not having him available in the first 2 preseason games, or even most likely not available on Sundays, does that kind of set, I don't want to say set you guys back, but like maybe is it like a challenging part of training camp, like not having him here?
He still participates in practices. I mean, it still feels like, he's involved. It feels, it's whatever, really. It's not a big deal. We know what Clay does, we know what he can do, and what he's going to do on the court. So I think it's fine.
You guys mostly have the same core, but does this season feel younger? I mean, you did replace some vets with rookies.
It's definitely younger. But the young guys, they look ready. They look ready, smart, and just ready to go.
Where do you feel that, I guess added youth on a daily basis? Looney was mentioning like more teaching on the court, that type of stuff.
Yeah, there's definitely, a little bit more teaching, just showing them, different plays, different reads. Because one thing, the offense here is sometimes there's no plays called. It's just, reads and, just playing with each other and figuring it out. So.
They've invested a ton into the player development program here. I mean, you're kind of, you're mid-prime developed, but I mean, you've gone through kind of the NBA life. What do you see with that, I guess, what they're doing, how much, they're invested in that part of the...
they want to see you get better. Every day we're lifting, we're on the court, individual work, teamwork. They make it so you're going to get better. You can tell by, all their draft picks that they've been drafted, and they keep them, they make them better. So they invest in it, and it works out for them.
Where do you see that? Just like organized drill work every time you come, they're working on specific stuff. Like how do you see that play out?
From the summer program, in the weight room, on the court, that's why guys stick around. I feel like a lot of guys come back here to work out because, the program, the basketball, the weight room, all that stuff makes you better, and they're good at it. I feel like their work is proven, and, guys are getting better. The development is getting better.
Sure. You've played 8 NBA seasons, which is like 100, really. But you're only 27. So where do you fit? Do you feel like one of the youngsters, or do you feel like an OG? Like, how do you feel?
Right in the middle.
Is it better to be in the middle, or do you want to be on one side or the other?
I like where I'm at. I feel like I can kind of feel both sides.
It's a lot of responsibility, right? To be between basically like Draymond and Patrick in a debate.
Yeah, no, there's definitely a lot of separation, but I'm a middle child. So.
You've done some work and probably still with Jama. What's it like working with him? Because we hear all these good things about the energy he brings and stuff like that. What's it like working out with him?
It's been great. It's been great. It doesn't matter if it's 3 a.m., 8 a.m., 10 p.m. Jama's always going to have a positive, energetic vibe about himself, that gets you going. And, it's contagious. His energy, the positivity he brings.
Did you know him well before you came here?
I knew of him. I knew who he was and what he does.
Canadian grapevine kind of thing.
Yeah.
Perfect timing, folks. Who's ready?